My name is Tom Edwards, and I am a dubbing mixer and the founder of a business called Wind Whistle Studio. And my relationship with DBS is that I was a student there back about 15, 16 years ago.
My name's Leslie Gaston Bird, and I'm a freelance dubbing mixer. I would say re-recording mixer, but I'm based in Brighton, England.
Okay, so my name is David Cherry, and I am a dubbing mixer and Foley artist. I've been working in TV for about 21 years, and I've been doing some work with DBS in Bristol and Plymouth, talking about post-production sound for television and film. Key responsibilities as a Foley artist, I would say, was to make sounds as believable as possible, so that when the viewer's watching it, they feel like it's actually been recorded at that moment. They don't record any sound on location. So in these big things that you're watching, with all these lovely visuals, all the sound has been put on by us, after the event. But you can still sit there and watch it yourself and sort of feel like they have recorded it. There's a man from a helicopter with a big boom or something,
The dubbing mixer role is to treat and edit all the audio that will come through from an edit of a TV program. My role is to clean it up, mix it, level everything out, edit all the music and sound and the dialogue. We get nasty sounds and hums and hisses, so I'll clean that up. And then usually on most programs we do voiceovers, so we usually get the television presenter or another voiceover artist will come in and we'll record them.
The dubbing mixer is one of the last people who has their hands on a film. They make sure that it sounds smooth, that the volume is right, and that by the time it gets to the listener, you have a consistent experience from the opening credits to the end credits. If there's an explosion or car screeching or people yelling, I have to make sure that, it's not distorted and that the levels are good, likewise, in that same film, there might be a dramatic scene where people are whispering and being intimate, and then 20 minutes later, some calamity happens. So you have to make sure that the listener at home isn't constantly reaching for the volume knobs. I like to practice, I don't mind if it sounds like crap. If I'm working on a piece and it sounds ridiculous and stupid, I'm not thinking about the fact that this piece I'm working on isn't done yet. The destination is the journey is the destination. I mean, that's what it is to play music. And it's the same with doing soundtracks and mixing. People say, God, what are all those faders and knobs and dials and how do you keep all that stuff? I could never. And it's like, well, I like it.
What I love about my job is the fact that I'm still very interested in sound. That's like a personal thing that I just love anyway. I love music. I just love everyday sounds, natural sounds. And so to be able to use my ears for a job is really good.
The gadgets and the technology, I love meeting people. I love a bit of the glamour that does come with it. Being blunt about it. Overall it's great fun. And what I love most about it, I think, is when you've delivered your product and the client's happy, and you've done your best, and you get to do it all again the next day.
It still makes me sort of chuckle when we put in a really good sound effect and it really works, so it really changes a scene, or when you're doing a Foley and the talkback comes on from the studio and everyone's going, wow, that's amazing, and you kind of go, oh, that's cool, it's really believable. And I think I still, just because I love sound, the idea that I can go in every day and sort of mess around with sounds and mix sound together with music and make a program really come to life, I think that's what I really love about it.
There's not very many careers where you can just say, hey, I want to do this, I want to enter this career, and you just go, It's like any career, you need to network, you need to mix. you need stuff to mix. And the best place to start, if you're looking to start, is, you know, student films and small films and just getting yourself out there.
It's this classic thing, but never to sort of give up, really. Sort of when you send out a load of emails or you make a few calls and you don't hear back from this post-production house or that post-production house, just keep at it, because sometimes I've seen it a million times in all the time I've been working in television, is that if you keep going at that, you know, one day when you send an email will be the day that one of the runners is left in that post-production house, or they've got extra work and they suddenly need an extra pair of hands, and they will call you and you will go in and start running for them.
I would say be open and willing, network, go and make friends with people, go to places, not to expect to get any work or job. Just try and hang out and learn skills and see if you can, you know, things will happen over time. Be patient. When I started, I worked for free. I just used to go down and volunteer and sit in and learn the equipment all day.
When you do get into these places, sort of gauge, you know, don't go in there like a bull in a china shop and sort of start kind of trying to, I don't know, really prove yourself. I think you've just got to go in there calmly, show that you're kind of really interested in the work, show that you're kind of keen and that you're calm and you fit in, and eventually, and just let them know what you're interested in. So I'm really interested in Foley or voiceover. So when your next voiceover comes in, can I sit in with you, you know? And just kind of learn, really, just keep learning and to get into it.
Listen someplace good. I mean, I know we're still battling COVID, but, you know, I went to Empire Leicester Square and watched Frozen 2. That was freaking awesome. You know, it doesn't have to be high art. I mean, Frozen 2 was art, but, you know, it doesn't have to be, you know, film noir or whatever. I mean, the rock people in Frozen 2, the giant stone people, the sound design for that, holy crud. But don't listen on earbuds. Go to the cinema and watch these movies with, you know, like I was saying, Odeon, Empire Leicester Square. I'm sure I've gotten the name of that wrong, but find the best theater you can with the best sound.